Hi guys, Mark Tinkey here. I am going to give you a tour of my studio and my doll collection. And so this is my studio. This is my peacock wallpaper that I'm very proud of. So, because I put it up myself. So, it is an accent wall, and then the backs of the bookcases, which you'll see. But I love it, and I'm very proud of it. I did this whole room, and it just is an inspiring place. I wanted something that was colorful and that just made me happy. And chartreuse green with a pink ceiling made me happy with peacock wallpaper. Let's get started, shall we? I'm going to take you on a little tour. So we can start off. I'll just give you the overview. Bookshelves. My little dog's little crate, which he hardly is ever in. He'll go in there to take naps sometimes, but that's about it. Otherwise, he's out and about with me. So that is one of my grails right there, is the Winkin', Blinkin' and Nod centerpiece from a Tonner convention. I was not at that Tonner convention, but I eventually got these dolls last year, actually. And I just love them. I think they're exquisite. Some of my sissy dolls with Tulabelle 2.0 and a 16-inch Poppy Parker. 16-inch dolls are definitely my preference. I love that size. I love larger dolls. I love Sissy too, because she's big. But I do love smaller dolls too. I have a big collection of Rainbow High, Shadow High. Obviously, I have a lot of Integrity dolls. And then just some fun stuff that I like to collect. Some little ceramic things that I find at flea markets and also Target. That's where the gnome came from. That's actually a paper plate in the back there. Don't tell anybody. It's my secret. Poppy Parker. Some gorgeous brocade giving all of her 60s glory. And I love my little white ceramic things. You'll see those everywhere. Annette Funicello Mysteries. They are just like comfort food for your brain. They're very much like the Nancy Drew books, the old Nancy Drews. Or the original, I should say. Just very simple, very low stakes. So I love that. The Way We Wore, Marcia Hunt's book about her time in Hollywood and her wardrobe, which is incredible. It's an incredible book. And I had Marcia sign it at one of the Jean conventions that she appeared at. Jacqueline Kennedy, The White House Years. That book is also incredible. The pictures of her outfits, stunning. Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. Disney Classics collection, porcelain figurines. I just think they're stunning. I think they're really, really beautifully done. I have some artwork here from Joshua David McKinney, creator of Pigeon Doll, which I'm sure some of you have heard of. And if you haven't, go look her up. She's incredible. But he's a good friend of mine, so I have a lot of his artwork. These two were Christmas presents a few years back. And the one, number 3, was actually a dress that he did for Pigeon Petite. And I made about 20 of those. And that was, I forget how many exactly I made, but I made all of the dresses for the edition, whatever it was. And so he gave me the original sketch. And then just a fun book out of Jean Marshall Girl Star, or page out of the Jean Marshall Girl Star book. And my Jason Wu sissies that were pretty polarizing among sissy collectors. A lot of people did not enjoy them, but I did. So that's why I have all of them. I mean, don't mess with her, right? Look at those eyes. You'll also notice empty picture frames because this is still a work in progress. There's my ironing board behind there. It's very glamorous, the ironing board. And then these are fun. These are bulletin boards that I have to just I'll pin pattern pieces on when I'm working on things and to kind of keep them, if I don't need them immediately, but I need them out of the way, I'll pin them over here. And the artwork on there's a thank you note from Josh, is actually, I got those on eBay. actual sketches. They're originals from a fashion studio in New York that somebody, that was clothing. Those were clothing designs, and they're signed by the artist. So I think that that's just really cool. So those were probably manufactured, or maybe not. I don't know. I like to think that they were. My bookshelves. Again, I love to display dolls and books and fashion. I tried to put the rainbow high dolls that I felt were the most Anna Sui looking. The yellow plaid certainly is, and then the roses and the stripes, very Anna Sui. So I love that. Just some more little tchotchkes and books. My Dolly Parton teapot that also came from Joshua. I don't know where he got it though. He got it somewhere. Yeah, it's like something somebody painted at summer camp or something. It's very, I would just love to know the origins of it. My Cheshire Cat. I love the Cheshire Cat. I think I just love his colors because he's kind of scary, actually, and not a very nice character, but I love him. This is fun. This was a shadow box that the photographer that did the pictures for my last collection of Misaki for Integrity Toys. Misaki is or FR Nippon is the Japanese exclusive brand. And I wanted these white cutout sort of backdrops and like a shadow box look. And so she did these amazing 3 sets made like that. And then she took, after I left my position there, she made a little shadow box for me out of the pieces that were left. And I think that that's really cool. I also am a huge fan of the Muppets. So I got my Not Easy Being Green book there because I love Kermie. RuPaul dolls, again by Integrity Toys. I would love to have these bookshelves lit, but they're not quite tall enough to do that. So, but a lot of sequin action going on there. Another Integrity Elise Jolie. A print from Joshua. It's the birth of the Venus flytrap. I love that whole thing. I love everything about that picture. More of his sketches. And a pink chrome unicorn bank, because why not? My puppy. Hi, Emmett. Hello. How are you? That's my best buddy right there. Hello. Oh my goodness, he's checking things out. More rainbow high and shadow high. More ceramic stuff, vintage cookie jars and all kinds of stuff. A reproduction Tony from Robert Tonner. My favorite book as a child. That was my mom's, actually, when she was a little girl. But it's about these kids who find a key that takes them to a magic fairy world. So, come on, what's not to love about that? Pink Powder Puff Poppy Parker. Say that 3 times fast. And a vintage spaghetti poodle and hat box. I did the pattern for this Poppy Parker. I did the original sample and pattern for it. David Buttry designed her. And then this was actually a color variation. The first one was in a powder blue. I have her too. And then this was a convention giveaway in the pink. And then they just did a yellow one. But I love her. I think she looks so vintage and frothy and fun. This is fantastic. I love this picture. This is me and my mom at a Tonner convention. Yay! I think this was the Wild Holidays one, if I'm not mistaken, where we went through all the holidays. I think that's that one, but I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure. Reproduction Barbie. I do love Barbie. I haven't really gotten into Barbie, but I don't know. Should I collect Barbie? That question's for you, Christopher. Laura Ingalls Wilder books. I love all of that. So it's a really eclectic mix. I think you get a little glimpse of what's inside my head when you look at these shelves. Victoire Roux from Integrity Toys. Jean cameo dress on a dress form. My mom in New York when she was a teenager. Head vase. Good stuff. Top shelf here. Some Jean and a Poppy Parker in a monogram gown. And Pink Passion Jean. More Rainbow High with more Jean. Jean and Destiny. A random roller skate. And Poppy Parker and Guilty Girl Jean. That's what is that? Friday Night Frug, Poppy Parker in the Red Riding Hood dress. Little Keith Haring and Shadow High. Little Tonner Wizard of Oz. I love the Wicked Witch and Glinda. I need to get more Glindas. I have 3 Wicked Witches, but I only have 1 Glinda. I need to change that. I also need to find her she has a little ball that she holds, and I don't know where I put that. I think all of you can relate to that. Here's Nevermore Eowyn. She was one of my grails, and I finally got her. Finn and Arrow Eowyn. Evangeline Ghastly. She's up there in my favorites. My all-time favorite doll lines. Pomp and Circumstance Toulavel. 16-inch doll. She's in my top 10 all-time favorite dolls. Just that doll there. I love her. I love her funky style, her Betsy Johnson inspired bag. Another Rainbow High doll, some flea market finds. And then my actual work table where I have some dolls in front of me that help inspire me. Trixie Mattel. I was assistant designer on the official Trixie Mattel doll, and it was Integrity's best-selling doll of all time. So, pretty proud of that. And I had to show, again, I've said this 3 times now, so I have 7 spots left, but Bitter Green is one of my all-time favorite dolls. I love that doll so much. That's another of that same artist, that Mer Boy. There's actually an animated short featuring that character that's pretty exquisite. And that's Henri. That is my friend Chris's dog that I absolutely adore. And my dog is the same breed. They are related. They actually came from the same breeder. And a kitschy, well, I say kitschy with love, but it's a pink swan with yellow roses and gold leaf detail. So come on. That's what started my collection of all that kind of stuff. Candlesticks from Chris. And my battery-operated candles. Oh, Chills Eowyn. That's a good one. That was my first Eowyn. My mom bought me that Eowyn for Christmas one year. And then you have to see this. It's Sad Sally. And she is in this little drawer. I don't know if you can really tell. But look how cute that is. I love that. I found the little tchotchke things in flea markets and stuff, and got the little drawer at an antique store. It was a Halloween thing, and it was on sale, and I got it for like $5. And I made the little bunny rabbit. I think he's really cool. He has one eye with rhinestones, and I just think he's fun. And here is my favorite corner of my bedroom. Yes, my walls are pink. That's just my little oasis there. A little settee, and then you can see Baroque Dreams, Eowyn. Pigeon doll bust that Joshua gave me that he painted. I think she's pretty magical. More of his sketches, my reindeer. There's a Mel Odom print. And then my curio has some of my special dolls in it, and I do rotate in and out of here, but you might get a glare from the glass, but I'm going to do the best I can. So, yeah, I love Frozen. So I have my Frozen 2 dolls, which are very special to me for lots of different reasons. Some of them, people gave me, one person gave me the Anna one, and that was very special, and yeah, and that character means a lot to me, so. My Mary Blair Alice in Wonderland vases. When I'm arranging my dolls and sort of pulling them out and putting them on a table and deciding who goes where, sometimes fun things happen and fun dolls end up next to each other that you wouldn't think. And I loved the gray against the pink. That's how that happened. And then Moody Blues Eowyn, which I think is one of the most gorgeous dolls. I love her. I'd say she's also in my top 10 favorites of all time, just of any doll. Now What Eowyn? Love her. She's very Anna Sui. I mean, come on. Disquietude Amber. Another Sissy. More Jean, Night at Versailles Jean. A doll I never thought I would get because I remember when she came out and those FAO Schwartz exclusives, if anybody remembers, would sell out so fast and would be so exorbitant on secondary market. I was just like, oh, I'll never get her. But I did. I love this Sissy. This was, I believe, a reproduction of a Moulin Rouge costume from the actual, not the movie Moulin Rouge, but from the actual Moulin Rouge. I believe that was taken from that, but I think it's really, really beautiful. And then I love to mix in the frames and pictures with the dolls. And down here we have Lizette and more Elowen and another Rainbow High. These are my pigeon dolls. That's a second generation pigeon. She has the resin head, hands, and feet, but the soft body. I think that's fourth generation pigeon. That was the full resin with the double jointing. I made her dress. Joshua made that little flower wig that I love. I think it's so pretty. And then this is Doll Blue. This is one of his other sculpts. There aren't very many of her out there, but this was a one of a kind that he did for me that I absolutely love. Look at those eyes. Oh my gosh. Head vases. Elowen. Yeah, I think about color and what looks pretty against different things. And if I like it, I put it in there. My print. I forget this artist's name, but I loved her work and I have several of her prints. If I need to find it, and I will post about it because it's her stuff's exquisite. It's the Trixie Mattel doll. I was assistant designer for that. No. Here's my work table right here. You can see I've got some toner. There's the RTB 101, RTB 102, I think is what the lacy body is called. And a dress form from Tamara Casey's pattern, which is great. I love her patterns. Her stuff is really, really, really great. She's really great too. I've met her at several conventions and always have a nice time chatting with her. Trixie Mattel doll, I was assistant designer for her. That's the most successful doll Integrity Toys ever produced. I'm really proud of her. That was a pretty fun project. I'm a huge fan of Trixie. So just a little pose doll I got for $1 at a doll show. More Rainbow High, more Poppy Parker 16. And then here's my table's a mess right now, but not as messy as it can be. My sewing machine, you can see I store fabric and things that I need handy but don't use all the time are in those little plastic drawers. My ghost chair. Ooh. And then those notebooks down there are all filled with patterns that I made, that I worked on for various dolls. So, and Monster High. I have Monster High collection. And you can see up there, see if we can zoom in. There's another 16-inch Tool Bell, Madra, a Poppy Parker, Sweetly Sullen Elowen, a Poppy Parker, a Shadow High doll, more 16-inch Poppy, and Jean, and a Pigeon Petite, which is the 12-inch version of the Pigeon doll. That was a one-of-a-kind that Joshua gifted me, and she's wearing a vintage skipper dress, which I'm sure many of you recognized before me saying anything. So I hope you enjoyed my doll room tour, my tour of my studio, my collection, my little puppy. Here he is. Do you want to come up here and say hi to everybody? I think he does. Look at this face. Oh my goodness, I love him. Yeah, so to all my fellow doll collectors out there, have an amazing time. I hope I gave you some ideas to display your dolls in a way maybe you didn't think of before, and enjoy them. I do have a lot more dolls than this, and I change them out depending on seasons and mood and what I'm currently really into. And Lately it's been Ella one, so I have a lot of Ella one out because she's pretty special. So yeah. Anyway, that's all, and happy doll collecting. All right, talk to you later. Bye.